Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Abundant and Aligned podcast, and welcome to a special edition episode coming to you from the Mondrian, the morning after our first Make It a Moment event, and I'm on cloud 9, literally in the clouds. So I had to get onto the podcast and say hello to you all and share this energy, share the breakthrough, share the downloads. I've been sitting up at the table behind me with a notepad, just dumping so many ideas that I want to bring into the brand because of what we experienced here last night. But let's take it back. I want to give you a recap of the most beautiful night I have ever created and experienced in the business, but probably in my life. I was getting ready and Chloe's like, "Can I say that you actually look better than your wedding day?" I'm like, "I will take that." So yes, the venue we're at the Mondrian in Burleigh, a beautiful luxury hotel. We booked out a huge suite, a 3-bedroom house they call it. We are on the 21st level and floating above the ocean. When I woke up this morning, I cannot see ground, I just see ocean, and it feels like we're in the sky. So we walked in yesterday and I was jumping up and down for about 30 minutes just looking at Chloe saying, "Oh my God, it's perfect, it's perfect, it's perfect," because it's so perfect. The color palette, the feeling you get when you walk into a luxurious space is exactly what I wanted for this event, because that was the whole purpose, to step into an environment that will instantly elevate you before I say a single thing. So the venue's perfect. We arrived at about 3 p.m. yesterday. The day went so smoothly. So this is the 4th event I've done within the brand. The 3rd event Chloe and I have done together, and we have it nailed. The day was so smoothly, everything was so organized. I was 45 minutes early for check-in time, which is unheard of for me. And yeah, it was just such a good way to come into the event. So we arrived, we got everything all set up. I put my dress on, our vendors came. So a quick shout out to Tiani from OMG Grazing. She put together the most beautiful spread for us yesterday. So she arrived and did her thing. We had Nelina from NB Media Productions on the video, and I'm so excited to see that and share that with you guys. So yeah, all the moving parts were happening, and then everybody arrived at 5:30. They walked into this space and my jaw dropped at the outfits and how they all looked. The dress code was formal, and the reason I wanted to make the dress code formal was because I wanted them to have an excuse to get really dressed up. I think one thing that happens when we are entrepreneurs, especially within the online space, is sitting in your office and wearing activewear all day. So I wanted to give them an excuse to get dressed up and wear things they don't usually wear, and they nailed the brief. We had floor-length gowns. Everybody looked so beautiful, and yeah, I was just so excited when I saw that they put so much effort into that, because that was really important to me. So they came in and we settled into the space. We had champagne and canapes and jazz music, and everybody just clicked instantly. And then I did a little bit of a spill and just explained why I wanted to create this event and why the theme was Make It a Moment. And what I was sharing with them was, my first moment was in Hobart, Tasmania, and it wasn't necessarily the location because it was freezing cold. It was my first Christmas away from my family in 28 years. And so I went into this New Year's not expecting a lot. But we were at the down by the water, and the fireworks were going off for New Year's Eve. And I looked up at these fireworks and I had a moment. So prior to this moment, I had experienced my journey in network marketing, which I share a lot about. It was quite slow and never really took off. I then created this brand, and like any startup brand, it can take a little while to get the momentum and really build up some speed. And I was in this moment, and I decided that that year was going to be my quantum leap year. I was so tired of not having the life that I wanted. I was so tired of living in lack, and I was so tired of putting up with not having the things that I want. And I think so many women, side note, so many women are moving through life still settling and still being available for a life that isn't necessarily the life they want. And so I made a decision in that moment that I was no longer available for the struggle or the slowness or lack, and it was going to be my quantum leap year. So I really had that moment within myself, and it was such a visceral experience watching the fireworks go off, shifting within myself, and I just knew the recalibration had occurred. That was the year we experienced 700% revenue growth. I increased all of my prices and clients stayed and came. I bought my dream car. I got into high-level mentorship, and it was a dream come true year. All because I had that moment. So that's what I wanted to create for everybody here last night, a moment to recalibrate into a new identity and really set the standard for their year. I'm not available for not getting what I want. And yeah, this year is getting everything I want and being the person I want to be, and just having that quantum leap year. And all of the conversations I was in last night confirmed the message landed and that upgrade did occur. Like I've mentioned, I really wanted the venue to create this experience, the outfits to create an experience, the conversations to create an experience, and have that experience be that identity shift, that recalibration to this higher standard. I deserve to be in rooms like this. I deserve to be around women like this. Like, I am in the right place. And again, all of the conversations I was in last night confirmed that is exactly the impact we had. So the night was perfect, and then we finished it off with an activation, which I always love to take women through. I get them to close down their eyes, and this particular activation got them to visualize one outcome they want to manifest in 2026 and really create that emotional connection within their body, which is that identity upgrade. And it was beautiful. And when we all come out of the activation, I had them write down what they want to achieve in 2026, what do they need to let go of in order for that to happen, and if they fully trusted that it would happen, what would they do next? And they did that. It was great. And then I got some messages after saying, oh my God, during that activation, a new client dropped in, a new consultant dropped in, I just made some money. And my response back was, that is not a coincidence. You created that. And that's the power in this work. When you shift yourself energetically, you create something different, and it can happen so quickly. So energy can collapse instantaneously. We don't have to go through this identity upgrade and then wait 4 months, 6 months, 12 months for the physical reality to shift. It can happen so quickly the moment you've tuned into that new frequency, and then you stay there. I've been using the analogy lately on social media. You can't watch the same TV show if you keep changing the channel. And so obviously what we created last night was them putting on a new TV show and actually staying on the show. Not turning it off when they left this room, not getting home and switching back to the lack and not having the things they want, but really staying on that frequency. And that's why these clients dropped in. That's why these sales dropped in. So it was really cool for them to experience how powerful this work is and what really does happen when you just decide, I am now only available for XYZ. So that was the activation. That was the end of the night, and then everybody left, and Chloe and I had this beautiful suite to ourselves for the entire night. We sat out on the balcony. It was a full moon last night as well, and just watched the moon over the ocean, and I was speechless. I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe what we just created. And I want to do it again and again and again and again. And then we went to bed, and I woke up this morning, and I just laid there looking out at the ocean and just taking it all in. Chloe said to me last night after the event, how are you feeling? Like, what's going on for you right now? And this happens to me after an event. I'm like, nothing yet, because there's so much that's happened. It hasn't landed within my body yet. I haven't anchored it yet. But I had that moment this morning, just looking out, as I said, like onto the water, looking out into the ocean, and just fully realizing what we are creating here. And we are giving women permission to have and want so much more in their life. Luxury is the standard. Being the brand that wealthy, high-paying clients go to is the standard. Getting paid a lot for the work that you do in this world is the standard. And the bar is so goddamn high after that event, and I'm absolutely here for it. And I know you guys are up for it. I know you are ready to elevate yourself, elevate your brand to these high standards. And it is my mission this year to get you paid so well for the work that you are doing, because I know, hand on heart, you guys are rock stars at what you do. You are so good at the services you provide, the products you sell. You have been put on this planet Earth to do the work that you're doing, and I know you know that. So it's time to get paid so well. And I was actually in a conversation with one of the women here last night, and her service is home organization. And in the space of 10 minutes, she had so many breakthroughs about what this business could look like once she shifts gears and starts speaking to a different caliber of client. So coming into this event, she was really positioning her business as, you're a messy person and I come in and help you. And I know you're probably embarrassed by that. And, I come in and kind of just help out. We elevated her brand instantly. I'm like, no, you are the organizer for other women in business or wealthy individuals who don't organize their own cupboard, not because they're lazy or messy, but because they stay within their expertise and they stay within their craft, and then they hire other people to come in and make their life better and easier. They have cleaners, they have chefs, they have home organizers. We position to those kind of people. Now it's like you save them time and you just come in and add to their life. So just like that one conversation, the light bulbs are going off for her. She's like, holy shit. It's so simple. We just speak to a higher caliber person. We position ourselves in front of these individuals and these clients who do have money and they're looking for services to make their life better. They're actively looking for what you have to offer. So yeah, that was just a really cool conversation to be in, just to see how quickly a shift in your perspective can change your entire brand positioning, your entire identity, and what you feel you are worthy of within your business. So yeah, there is so much of that. And when I woke up this morning, the downloads were just flooding in. I sat up on the dining table and just wrote down so many notes. There are so many, I wouldn't say changes, but we're expanding even more. So I'm putting on a class for you guys. It's a virtual class. It's going to be called Allure, and the whole point of it is to attract in these really wealthy, high caliber clients into your brand. And as I've mentioned, get paid really well. But of course, in order to get your brand to that place, we've got to shift your identity. So we are going to recalibrate your identity so you feel worthy of getting paid a lot for what you do. Feel worthy of having this luxury brand, feel worthy of holding this amount of success and these amounts of money and this kind of luxury in your life. And then we get to work on positioning your brand in front of those kind of clients. And the result really is you have a luxurious life. You earn a lot of money. You work with clients who want what you have to offer. They love everything you do, and life is literally a movie. So that's coming your way. It will be next week. I'm going to do all of the promo for it. And then making some shifts to the academy. And I even feel disconnected to that word now. I'm like, oh my God, that was so pre-Make It a Moment event. And I mean, this has probably been sitting on my heart for a little while, if I'm completely honest, but I wasn't prepared to make the elevation until I knew fully where it needed to go. But the downloads are here and I know exactly where that space needs to go. And I'm so excited to share everything I have in mind for what that space is going to look like. Again, it's elevated. It's for these high caliber entrepreneurs who are already doing big things and they want to be an icon, an influence, and just have this incredible life. So I'm so excited. I'm so pumped for this year. And I'm so happy we did this event, because I don't think I realized the impact it would actually have on me. I put this event together for you guys and for the women who were here, but I'm just walking away also expanded and so hungry and so ready for what we as a collective are going to create in 2026. So there's that. I just wanted to share this energy with you guys and how excited I am and how grateful that I am for all of you being in my world. And honestly, this is your home, and we're going to do and create so many incredible things together. So there's that. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go and lay by the pool for the afternoon and just continue to welcome all of this. And you know what? Here's some homework for you all. Really just sit with what does your business really look like this year? If you could wave a magic wand over it, the kind of clients, the money, the influence, whatever, what would it look like? And then send me a DM, get into my world, stay plugged into this podcast so that we can really make it happen this year. Not next year, not in the next 5 years. Like, this is your quantum leap year. So buckle up. It's going to be huge. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm so here for it. Thank you for tuning into the Abundant and Aligned podcast. I love you guys so much. And I will speak to you in the next one.